Organic food means photosynthetic product mainly. Means little bit inorganic substances also can move little bit. It is not mechanical only living conducting tissue. No mechanical support constituents As structure indicating that there are four types of constituent into the phloem: sieve element, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. One by one, we can discuss.
So if a question comes, how many constituents are there in phloem? We should write 5 or 4, sir.
Four, because either in the sieve tube or sieve cells, one would be present. If sieve tubes present, then sieve cells will not be there, and sieve cells there, then the sieve tubes will not be there. So only four types of component would be there always.
Okay, sir.
In gymnosperms and pteridophyta, sieve cells are present, while in angiosperms, sieve tubes are present. So angiosperms phloem is composed of the sieve tube, and this complete structure is a sieve tube, means multicellular, and each component is known as a sieve tube element. So sieve tubes are multicellular, and each component called sieve tube unit or sieve tube element. They remain end-to-end arrangement. Sieve tube element shows end-to-end arrangement cross wall between sieve tube elements called sieve plate. It is perforated with pores. Are you watching sieve pores? Sieve plate is oblique so their surface area can increase. Oblique in position to increase surface area. Mature sieve tubes units are devoid of nucleus. Nucleus remain present in immature sieve tube. Like tracheids and vessels are initially alive, nucleated, protoplasm containing, but when they become mature, protoplasm die, nucleus degenerate. In case of sieve tubes, earlier nucleus and protoplasm both are present, but when they become mature, nucleus degenerate, but protoplasm remain present. So mature sieve tubes are devoid of nucleus, but protoplasm present. So unlike tracheids and vessels, they are living. Sieve tubes or sieve tube elements are living. Cytoplasm is peripheral. Due to central lumen. Two successive sieve tube elements are interconnected through cytoplasmic pores. Means plasmodesmata. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If nucleus is absent, then how they control their activities? Then you must remember they remain connected with the companion cell.
Yes, sir.
Laterally, they remain connected with the companion cell through plasmodesmata. Nucleus of companion cells control activities of sieve tubes. In cytoplasm of the sieve tube, specific P proteins, you can also call phloem proteins, present to assist in puncture or leakage of the sieve tubes, in healing of punctured sieve tubes with help of Callose. So first component is clear, sieve tube and sieve tube elements.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Now we can discuss second component. Companion cell.
Callose.
Callose is a carbohydrate. Carbohydrate and pea protein both will heal these injuries or the leakage or the punctures arise into the sieve tube.
Yes.
Companion cell, also called accessory cell.
Sir,
Yes,
so how will the phloem get punctured, sir?
by human being, by insect, by moth.
Okay, sir.
Companion cells found in angiosperms. Gymnosperms and pteridophyte. Have albuminous cell instead. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Nucleus. That point we have discussed already. Nucleus of the companion cell regulate to the metabolic activities of the sieve tube elements.
Yes, sir.
Companion cells helps to regulate pressure gradient, helps to maintain pressure gradient in sieve tube so that translocation of organic food can continue. So in sieve tubes, when food move from one element to another element, the pressure gradient which is required is maintained or regulated by companion cells. Understand?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Companion cell and sieve tubes are connected through pit fields, are connected by pit fields, means plasmodesmator connection.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Companion cells are living cells, sieve tube elements are also living, but sieve tube elements in mature stage are devoid of nucleus like our RBCs, but companion cell even in maturity have the nucleus. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Third component is a phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma is not present into the monocotyledons. present only in dicotyledons, especially in aerial parts, means in roots also it is absent. In aerial plant parts like a stem. Get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
These are living nucleated protoplasm containing living cells. Elongated tapering cylindrical cells. They are made up of elongated tapering cylindrical cells with dense cytoplasm dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. Cell wall is composed of cellulose, plasmodesmatal connection pit fields. Cells are connected through pits and through the pits plasmodesmata will move. Pits term we use for the discontinuity and cytoplasmic connection we use the term for the plasmodesmata. So any plasmodesmatal connection if exists in between the two cells, then definitely in between them pit must be present. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. The phloem parenchyma stores food material and other substances like resins, latex, mucilage. Mucilage is the slimy chemical, etc. Fourth component is a phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. Phloem fibers. Made up of,
Sir, can you please scroll?
just a second, made up of sclerenchymatous, long tapering cells, long elongated tapering end, fibrous cells. Unlike xylem, you remember in xylem only parenchyma was living, rest three were dead.
Yes, sir.
In phloem, fiber is only dead, rest of the three are living.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sir.
It is only non-living constituent of phloem generally absent in primary phloem but abundantly present in secondary phloem. Phloem fibers provide mechanical strength to phloem, means sieve tubes. Okay. Cell wall is thick and lignified. I already said that living, non-living constituent, it means protoplasm absent at maturity.
Yes.
They
Sir.
may be of commercial importance. For example, you heard about the jute.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The commercial fibers of the jute obtained from phloem, so-called bast fibers, hemp,
sir.
flax. So flax, hemp, jute, they all are phloem fibers and commercially used for the various purpose. Fourth component is also clear.
Yes. Sir.
Based on origin, phloem is of two types. I taught you primary phloem and secondary phloem.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Secondary phloem arise from the cambium. And primary phloem arise from the procambium.
Yes, sir.
Arise from procambium. Arise from vascular cambium. Like xylem, primary phloem is also distinguished into the two forms, protophlloem and metaphlloem. Remember? First
Yes, sir.
formed phloem called protophlloem and later formed phloem called
Metaphlloem.
metaphlloem. Primary phloem consists of the narrow sieve tubes. Or I can say primary phloem with narrow sieve tubes, that is the protophlloem. First formed phloem with narrow sieve tubes, later formed primary phloem with broad or bigger sieve tubes. Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
So phloem part is also clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understand everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in this way, our weekend syllabus we have completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Follow notes as well as NCRT and integrated material also. Okay.
Yes.
Right now, I'm
Yes,
sending
sir.
you all notes of the anatomy. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.